Yeah, man. This is the Out Chea autobiography. I kind of freestyled this, but what I mean by I'm Out Chea is, I'm in pursuit, to be in pursuit of whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? And how I'm dropping this, basically, it's like a short audio biography of me currently and how I came up with the Out Chea concept and the different meanings behind the first Out Chea, Out Chea 2, Out Chea 3, and Out Chea 3, the deluxe album. That's to come. So if you fucking with the boy, thank you. Shout out to you already twist the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? We're about to listen to some real shit. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna chop it up, man. If you fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I don't get to pop up on you, but if you fuck with me, this is how you can fuck with me. You feel me? Yeah. Ain't nothing but that Rick Ross, that Teflon Don in the background. Little fast guy, young. Hey! YAYOLAH! I'm gone. Let's get into it. Yeah. This TG13. It's the introduction. Shit, crazy. In life, you never really know the outcome of things, even though we make plans. But, things don't just always turn out how you expect. I am TG13, born and raised Thomas L. Gaynors, fourth child of 6 children, born and raised Lakeland, Florida, Polk County. All my life, I just wanted to do music and perform, and, acting, and dance, and whatever you have it that involves entertainment and expressing myself. Growing up in a urban environment where, it's plenty of violence, plenty of drugs, and all other negative, excessive activities going on around you. Sometimes you become a product of your environment. But before I get started from this point, let me take you to the beginning. Yeah, man. So say for artists, this for the artists right here, man. This little vocal segment is called Local Artists. It's titled Local Artists. So as a local artist, you know what I'm saying, you are I would believe every artist starts out with this big image in their head of how it would be when they, finally get to that point they want to be to, with a crowd of thousands and everybody cheering your name and singing your songs. Man, and it's so beautiful. It's not another feeling like it in the world. You heard me? For real, huh, bro? For real, right? Shit, man. But, man, before you get to that point, it's so much work you have to do. And it's not hard. I'm not saying it like it's hard, but you need to be consistent. You need to be serious. Even when everyone else is out doing what they're doing, living their lives and having fun, you need to be working on your craft. You need to be investing in your craft. Whether you writing your verses, reciting your verses, or working on your stage presence, or getting your swag up, or getting your money on up. Regardless, you gotta be working, my G. For real, for real. So local artists, this for y'all, bruh. Invest in your shit, man. Don't worry about going out on no dates. Don't worry about motherfucking splurging. And if you popping up at night, let it correlate with your motherfucking music or your brand some type of way, or let it correlate with the way you connecting to people so they can't fuck with your music and your brand. For real. You gotta want it. You gotta want it as bad as you want the air you're breathing. Real. TG13. This TG13. And I want to speak on some shit real quick though. You got a lot of motherfucking good and bad and everything, right? Like you got good cop, bad cop, right? Good judge, bad judge. Good girl, bad girl. You know what I'm saying? But I want to speak on this shit in regards to music and young artists and a lot of these promoters and shit. Like, y'all, if you just not a young artist starting, do not fucking be fooled by these promoters just dropping dope ass flyers just to get you in a venue when it ain't nobody in that bitch, when they ain't pushing that shit hard enough for themselves to get that bitch jumping, to get that bitch packed, to even accommodate you for making it to their venue. They double charging you as soon as you get to the door, huh? Then they tell you it's a performance fee, huh? Nah, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? But let it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Are they at least holding the camera up to catch your performance? Huh? Probably not. Probably not. Are they sharing your flyer more than one time? Probably not. Are they meeting up with you? Are they having a meet and greet with the artist that's performing? See, if I was a promoter, I would have a meet and greet with all the artists. We would have to meet up. And whoever you make it up, it's cool. You know? But you promoters got to get more involved, man. So I just want to say, man, man, watch them janky ass promoters like Young Jeezy said, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about? And y'all know this TG13, man. I'm Florida Charlotte, born and raised, Polk County, L-Town. But in my city, man, it's a lot of love. I get a lot of love, right? But then it be them few motherfuckers who you don't work with, you know what I mean, and work for, show nothing but love. But for some reason, they just don't like when you have your good moments. Like they're the only ones supposed to have good moments in life. Like, damn, nigga, I got you, why I can't shine. You know what I'm saying? Got these motherfuckers, some of these local artists biting my app, biting my swag and shit. It's different artists doing different things. Like one might like my ad-libs, so you want to steal my ad-libs. One like my flow, so you want to steal my flow. One like my wordplay, so you want to try to remix my song. Hey, put about like your big ass. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. How the hell I'm an international artist but still living local, man? This shit crazy. I know my L's out there. So you know what I'm gonna do? And this is what you artists should do, man. Prepare yourself to be in the position you need to be to receive what you feel like you should receive as an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's TG13, goddammit. It's TG13, man. Brascotti got me motherfucking picking up this shit. But it's TG13, man. LLC had to claim myself. Ain't nobody do this shit for me, dog. And shout out to everybody that worked with me, that put in time with me, that put in that grind with me, helped develop me. Shout out to all my real ones. Shout out to all the OGs out there. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all my loved ones, most definitely. For real. And that's another thing. You artists, you have to create a support system if you can't support yourself 100% sufficiently. You know? So that means you got a network. So all you motherfuckers talking about you ain't friendly, this and that, and da-da-da. See how far that shit get you? Like, it's real, man. It's real, man. Like when you really active and you into what you doing and you see that window and that breaking point, you can't look back or you gonna lose, man. So you gotta move forward, man. Stay going forward. Like I already say, man, it's TG13, man. Thank y'all. Yay!
You're so hard. can't help it, your man over there on my level. I'm about the whole club program. Every time I said it, y'all got to go ahead and hit the dip for me. Feels so good for me. Turn it up and I'm gonna turn it all the way up. I love it. Haters gon' hate, motherfucker. I'm made for this hot life. I love it. Time brings up, God, show for my quality, just way better.
So, continuing on, man, this for my local artists, man. You gotta know your flow. You gotta know your sound. You gotta be able to, evolve. And the only way you can evolve or grow with your sound and your brand as an artist, man, you gotta consistently work on it. I can't emphasize that enough. It would be days I just sit there and go over my music all day and people not knowing what I'm doing. But then when I step in the booth, and I ain't got no paper or nothing in front of me, I ain't reading it and I'm just ripping it. And then I'm ready to go to the next track. You get what I'm saying? So you got to stay performance ready, man. Wearing your proper PPE, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you got to be willing to pull in these late hours, you know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to almost like become a machine. You got to be willing to always push yourself and market yourself on social media platforms. Oh, hold on, y'all. Presentation is everything, man. When I tell you, I'm talking about like your social media platforms and all that. You know what I mean? You gotta, and definitely when you got in events, people want to know how to get in touch with you. People want to know how they can see your shit. People gonna come up to you, oh man, you doing music? Okay, how can I get to you? They want to be able to easily go to your Instagram, easily go to your Facebook, easily go to your Twitter, easily go to your Snapchat, easily, did I say Facebook? You know what I mean? Your Spotify, your iHeartRadio, your Apple Music, motherfucking YouTube, you know what I'm saying? They want to be able to reach all that and get to all that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you include that, like say before you get on stage, you know what I mean? When you get on stage before you perform, shout that shit out. And shout that shit out after you get done performing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta connect with the motherfucking people. You gotta connect. You gotta promote your shit. You gotta push your shit. It gotta be the only thing you motherfucking see. You feel me? Yeah. Like, how else you think this shit gonna pop? Hey, I just wanna give a shout out to all the OGs, Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, Run DMC, Pop Smoke, Free Fella, Free Don Dooley. Rest in peace, Junior Doppers, aka Polk County Charlotte, Lucius Murray, my grandfather told me fuck that shit. Rest in peace, my father, Louis Ernest Gaynor Sr. Rest in peace, my grandfather, Lucius Murray Sr. Rest in peace to my uncle, Doc Gaynor Sr. Man, rest in peace to my godmother, Beverly Calloway. Shout out to everybody that believe in me. Shout out to the whole TG13 LLC faculty. Shout out to TG13 Visuals Inc. faculty. Shout out to all the affiliates. Shout out to all my supporters. Man, just big ups, you know what I'm saying? And pray for me, man. The boy got a case, but man, this shit finna get dropped. But yeah, we here and we still active. Man, love what you do. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta go in 100% with the shit that you're doing. No doubt. Like when I first started recording, on a cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I saw the evolution of recording, or how recording was done with music, from the vinyls. What the DJs actually used to scratch with to the cassette. From cassette tapes that to the CD wave, and now it's a lot digital. It's a lot more digital. So it was different for me. I had to adjust to the changes. I had to adjust to the way music was evolving, and I could say in the process, going through a lot of stuff, like you running through the wilderness, sometimes you lose sight of what you originally started for. You know what I mean? But once you get through it, you know what I mean, and you brush yourself off and you can, you know what I mean, get your mind and your thoughts back clear, you can get back to it. So I said all that to say this. Don't forget why you started this shit. Remember your truth. Stick to your roots. Stay true to you, no matter what, no matter how much money, no matter what face is talking to you or in front of you trying to entice you or get you to change who you are. You know what I mean? To go against your ground, reasons why you started this shit. For real. Y'all hear that Nipsey Hussle in the background? I hope y'all do. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Hey, on this thing too, I'll be putting on here is like little audios too. Also, like you might hear me going over some shit with somebody or just some raw audio. I mean things that need to be shared with people to hear. You know what I mean, hopefully y'all connect more with the boy through things like this. You know what I mean, we just create different outlets of expression. You know what I mean, hopefully we spark the brain and create different trends for people to do different things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But that's what you got to do. Be so into what you doing that you don't fall into the race, but you create your own lane. You create your own wave, and you become an influencer over a follower. You know what I mean? You got to be a leader. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to do the things that people ain't willing to do that just want it easy. You got to be willing to go hard when it's hard to go hard. You know what I'm saying? For real. If you ain't willing to bleed for this shit, put it up. If you ain't willing to go broke behind this shit, put it up. If you ain't willing to take all the hate, the gossip, and the bullshit job, talk, and lies people come up with, hang it up. If you ain't ready for the groupies, hang it up. If you ain't ready to figure out how to find balance from your personal life in this musical world, hang it up. I'm saying, if you get intimidated by people, you know what I mean, pressing up or stepping up, you know what I mean, to challenge you, hang it up. You know what I'm saying? This is a competitive field. You weren't willing to do the research. If you weren't willing to do no research to figure out what you're trying to figure out, if you weren't willing to pick up the phone and make no phone call, you know what I mean, to reach out to someone and have a conversation, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to do things you normally would not do. You got to be willing to do things you would normally not do. How else you think you're going to succeed? How? Ask yourself that. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself why you want to rap. Ask yourself why you want to sing. Ask yourself why you want to play the guitar. Ask yourself why you want to play that sport you're trying to play. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself why you doing what you're doing. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself that. It's cool to be inspired by somebody and you know what I mean, be encouraged to want to do what they're doing because they're doing it, how they doing it. But don't try to beat them and then act like you didn't get it from them. For real. So be authentic, be original, you know what I mean, and love yourself and just be yourself, man, and you know what I mean. Normally people connect with that no matter how great, you know what I mean, and then normally you learn how to develop it more and present it more better. You guys, you get along, you know what I mean. I got 15 years plus in this. People tell me, oh, you ain't got millions yet. But man, I have $1 billion worth of knowledge, $1 billion worth of experience. So that's always going to accumulate as long as I keep going forward. And you got to have that mindset. You got to have that mindset. If nobody fucking with your shit, then they're not cool. But that don't mean be rude to them. But if they're not fucking with your shit, then don't worry about them. They don't even have to exist in your world. You just keep rocking. You keep doing you. You heard? Don't try to compete with the Joneses, or don't try to portray an image that you're not living, dog. It never works out for real. You see them, they dead. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta die to be the best. Just saying. But be willing to die for what you stand for. That makes the difference. But with this music shit, if you just want to rap just to rap, I'ma say hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do music and shed light on people. You could do music and make people happy. You could do music and make people dance. But for you fake motherfuckers dropping that fake gangster music, that fake trap music, y'all fake asses, I have no motherfucking respect for you. Suck my dick. Real talk. Shout out to all the real artists out there. Shout out to all the real bands out there. Shout out to all the real musicians, the real DJs, the real dancers, the real photographers, the real choreographers. You know what I'm saying? The real producers, the real engineers. Yeah. Love y'all, man. It's TG13, man. Thank you for checking out my pre-audiobook, man. I'm seeing how this shit go. You already motherfucking know. It's TG13 on my Chip 3, baby.
Yeah, man. I remember being with my homeboys back in the day, and we recorded on a cassette tape. I remember having my radio and my stereo, and then having another radio and stereo and holding, play and record at the same time, you know. Yeah, shit like that. But, you know, music has definitely evolved since then. It went from cassettes to CDs to now everything's digital. So you gotta know how to move with the times or be ahead of the times, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you're ahead, you gotta let the product or the material catch up. You know, so that goes in with marketing your music, marketing your brand and your sound. You heard? Yeah, man. You gotta be able to be so consistent that you get warped into what you're doing in your craft to the point where you create your own lane, you know. And don't feel awkward or weird when you begin to attract people or people begin to reach out to you, because that's what you're doing it for. You're doing it to connect. So, you know, a lot of rappers, a lot of people say they ain't friendly. But, you know what I mean, if you want people to buy your shit, you have to show yourself friendly. So, you know what I mean? But you got to also know how to differentiate your personal from your business, from, you know what I mean, your music brand, you know, because, you know, I know y'all see those videos with those artists and or certain hip-hop rappers or something like that, you know, but they're not sitting there living gangster 24/7. A lot of them are married with kids, and, you know, different things like that. So just know, in regards to music, what matters is what matters to you. You know, what matters to you, you know, based off your morals, your beliefs, your views, you know. So, you know, somebody might feel like you a sellout when really you ain't sell out nothing. You just been grinding so much, you can't do the things you used to do. You know, you can't go to places you used to go. You know, you can't think those old ways. You can't have those old thoughts you used to have. You can't have those certain conversations no more because you're not on that level. That doesn't mean you're switching out on people or switching out on your peoples, but you're just growing. And, you know, for anybody to not respect your growth, you know, you got to keep going. You know, on the road to the riches, the passages change, you feel me? So just keep that in mind. You won't be able to always take everyone with you. I've been in scenarios where I done had plenty of artists, you know, whole entourage and everything, and then it's like when it's just time to strictly work, they all disappeared. So, you know, no matter what happens, you got to be dedicated to your grind. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got to be consistent to this shit, you know. You got to wake up and envision it in your head. See yourself 24/7 doing what you desires to do and reaching those goals, no matter what, you know, you create your reality. You keep control of your waters, you know. And I pray that whoever is hearing this and listening to this, you get inspired by this. You know, you got people right now, they got moving around, doing whatever they doing, so-called having a little fun. But you perfect your craft, you know, because it's going to pay off and it's going to show. You get what I'm saying? You ain't missing nothing, I'm telling you. That cash they blowing, you put your cash towards your craft. And you put your cash towards you, you know. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Motherfuckers be out here like they really going hard and they barely tipping the iceberg. You know, meanwhile while you up just at the drawing board, executing when you step out. Yeah, that's gonna separate the real from the fake. That's gonna separate the strong from the weak, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna separate the successful from the motherfucking wannabes. You feel me? You gotta go in for this shit. You gotta go in. Ain't nobody gonna go hard like you gonna go hard. Hence, I'm out here 3. I'm out here period. Meaning being active in pursuit of what you trying to do. This all I know. You know what I'm saying? It's even gotten to the point with me as an artist, like when I work on my music, I think about my voice tones and the certain sounds and rhyming words that sound good with my voice, how I should pronounce it, if I should stretch the syllable, you know, and how many words I can put in a line, how many should I put on the line, how does it sound with the instrumental or beat, you know. I really go in with this shit. So motherfuckers out here just starting and you might get a little fame or whatever and saying you the rawest. That shit's crazy to me, man. You gotta put in the time to drive in the grind, man, for real. Often try, never deny, willing to be tried again. Show and prove yourself. It's bigger than just your block or your street. For real. Yeah. I'm out here. You know. Blessings. Being out here, you know what I mean, I feel like it incorporates life and everything, man. Just being out here, man. You gotta be 10 toes, man. Keep all 3 of your eyes open, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep all 3 of your ears open, man. You know? Shit get real. Shit get very technical. I'm talking about, it's a game, but it ain't a motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? It's TG13, man. I'm out here. The audio. Stay tuned, man. Thank y'all. The official book coming soon. Yay! Hey, first off, my thing is, man, if you want to know if I'm still doing music, actually go search TG13 LLC. You already know, man. No sleep, man. It's TG13, Mr. YAYOLAH. Stop playing like y'all don't know what it is. Go hit that like button. Go subscribe on TG13 Topic on YouTube right now. But we lit.